T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Ed Jones messed with the wrong melon farmers. Thug life. And here we go.
I prayed that he would burn in hell, but in my heart.
This is as far as you go. No more.
Hello, Sydney. Are you alone? Don't you? God damn me.
Wish I had you all alone, just the two of us.
Ooh, baby, 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 ooh, baby.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Movies and Beyond. Once again, I am Michael, and today it's Sunday. It's the Sunday Horror Hangout. And you got me tonight. And for you, those of you who do not know, I do have a announcement tonight. One that I've been, pushing off to make sure that I get everything right. And we're also going to do Nightmare on Elm Street posters. And I'm so excited to do that. I was actually a minute late today because I was scrambling backstage, having a conversation, trying to get stuff ready to make sure that I was able to share something with you guys tonight, because it doesn't just involve me, it involves other people. And I'm a little excited, I'm a little bit nervous, but at the same time, I can't wait to get to that. But before I get to anything like that for tonight, let's see who we got in the chat. All you beautiful people here on this Sunday evening, cold Sunday evening. Well, I guess that depends on really where you're at, but Jerry's in the chat saying, hello, Michael, let's go, Jerry. Happy Sunday, brother. I know that Jerry, I talked to him this weekend. He was at GalaxyCon, along with a few other people that were in the chat that I heard were there, and talked to a couple others. And I hope you guys had a good time there, man. It looked like it had an awesome lineup. Cool shit there, dude. Good to see you, Jerry. Happy Sunday. He's also reminding everybody to smash, hit, kick, or stab that like button, whatever you do. But just hover your mouse over it and click it. That helps out the channel more than you guys know. Jerry's also saying it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Grab your favorite someone a gift from the Movies and Beyond merch shop. Jerry, look at you for the holidays, the promotion. I love it. Yeah, you can go over to Movies and the link is in the description. Jerry's also put the link in the chat here for you to go over there and get something from Movies and Beyond. I mean, maybe you want something from Movies and Beyond. I still need to get a hoodie. I was talking about that last week. He was also saying consider joining Movies and Beyond on Patreon. It's a blast over there. Leaving the link there as well. A lot of cool shit coming to Patreon. I can't wait. And then, I don't know, depending on tonight, you guys may get some cool shit over there. Maybe. Melissa's in the chat as well. The wild card is saying, no, Jerry, I'm supposed to be first. They always compete on who gets here first. What's up, Melissa? I hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday. And she's also saying yes. And yes, wild card, bitches. That's what I'm freaking talking about. Hell yeah. Let me go ahead and throw that up there for you for sure.
Wild card, bitches!
Wild card is in the house for sure. Let's see who else we've got in the chat. I see that Paula's in the chat saying nice to see everyone. What's up, Paula? Happy Sunday. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Val from Val's Views is in the chat. The General is in the chat. The General always gets a salute from Movies and Beyond. What's up, Val? I hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday. Oracle's in the chat as well saying hey to everybody. What's up, Oracle? I hope you're doing good. Happy Sunday. The Shape is in the chat. It says James. Well, we know it's the Shape. The Shape's in the chat saying hi to everybody. What's up, James? I hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday, brother. Good to see you. Who else do we have in the chat? Well, you guys are going. I see Tim from Center Studios is in the chat saying, yo, what is up? What is going on, my man? Good to see you here, brother. Good to see you. I see that Ryan's in the chat as well saying, welcome to prime time, bitches. What's up, Ryan? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Happy Sunday. I see Gina's in the chat as well saying, hey, all had a busy few days at Days of the Dead and GalaxyCon. Holy shit, you guys went to both. That's freaking awesome. Did you guys see Sean Cunningham up there? That was one of the reasons why I wanted to go to Days of the Dead. Unfortunately, I did not make it up there this weekend, but I hope you guys had a good time. Good to see you, Gina. Wayne Turner is in the chat saying hi all. It's 12 p.m. here in Sydney, Australia. 1-2. This Aussie's coming for you. 3-4. You better lock your door. 5-6. Here for my Michael Fix. Dude, you are the man, Wayne. What is going on, my man? Good to see you, brother. I hope that you are doing well, sir. I hope you are doing well. Sarah Campbell is in the chat as well saying, hey, friends. What's up, Sarah? Happy Sunday. Good to see you. Mr. Rick is not only in the chat, but he has hit 17 months as a Movies and Beyond member. Two things with that, man, that I always say when you guys hit the mark there, your monthly anniversaries. One, thank you, right? Most importantly, thank you for being a member at Movies and Beyond, putting your faith in me, deliver you guys content, supporting the channel like you do. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Rick, and congratulations on being 17 months as a Movies and Beyond member, dude. You are the man. Thank you so much, and good to see you, brother. Always good to see you. Who else do we have in the chat? I see that Kyle's in the chat as well saying, hey, everyone. What's up, Michael? What's up, Kyle? Happy Sunday, brother. Always good to see you here, my man. I hope that you are doing well. Happy Sunday. Eric from the Bearded Entertainment is in the chat as well saying, what's up, all you lovely people? What's up, Eric? Happy Sunday, brother. Good to see you, my man. Always good to see you. I hope you're having a great day, sir. Let's see. Wayne said, what? Michael's changing his cap? That may be it. That may be the big reveal that I was going to. No, it's just an announcement that I'm going to make. Let's see. I don't want to miss anybody in the chat. Did I miss? If I missed you in the chat, I do apologize. I'm going back through to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Oh, holy shit. I did. I see one that I missed. I see that Michael G is in the chat as well. I hope you're doing well, man. Happy Sunday, brother. Happy Sunday. I hope that you are having a great day. I know you guys were busy this weekend. All right. I think that I got Everybody, if I missed you, I did not do it on purpose. I do apologize. All right. So, we are looking at Nightmare on Elm Street posters tonight. Nightmare on Elm Street posters. I cannot wait. Let's get started with that. We are going to save the announcement for a little later. I'm going to wait till a little later in the show. I am sorry, but I am going to do that. That's how it's going to go. Tonight, we are looking at a Nightmare on Elm Street posters. And let's see how these do. I have done what I normally do, and I have prepped them so I can put them up on the screen, and you guys can see them while we vote for them. At least I thought yep. There they are. All right, let me go ahead and bring this tier chart over, which I do have prepped as well. Look at me. I am prepared tonight, and that is not something that I'm used to being, right? But I am. We are good to go for this. We are good to go. And you guys know the rules, right? So I'm going to go ahead and hover over. I will pull up, first of all. See. So here's the thing too, right? You see how it says, I'm going to go ahead and pull that down and fix that before we get started here, because I do not like that. So the tiers for these, right? It seems like, I set this all up and then I go into presentation mode and it gets rid of my tiers. Like when I call them, instead of like A, B, C, D, or E, I always have this is God for, top tier. So I want to make sure I have that. See, it messed all this up and I didn't look it over, before I got going, because I was trying to get something ready for you lovely people for a little later in the show, which is worth it. I do not mind setting this back up. And I love my final tier. I think you guys are going to like it too, because it kind of relates with The Nightmare on Elm Street. Let's see. This one was... Sorry, you guys. It'll just be a second. Oh, wait. And I'm about to go over these with you guys right now. All right, here we go. All right, I'm set back up. We're ready to go. All right, so the tiers are set up now. Yeah, had to go ahead and get that together. I see that we had a few people join in since I was in there, because my number has gone up. Let's see who we have that has joined us. Now I'll get started. I see Jeff D'Angelo is in the chat saying, hey, everyone. What's up, Jeff? I hope you're doing well, my man. Good to see you. Teal Kit's in the chat as well saying, phew, I'm here. Cool background. Well, thank you. Good to see you, Teal. Always good to see you. I see that Richard has joined the chat as well. What's up, Richard? Happy Sunday. All right. So here we go. The tiers that I have for the top tier for us tonight is going to be This Is God. And especially with Freddie, right? Especially with Freddie, your top tier.
This is God.
It has to be. The next one that I went down was great. For good, I put It's Cool Man, right? Because I had the show with Matt last week, and that was something that had come across a couple times. It's just like, it's cool, man, So that is replacing good. Okay is still there. Meh is still there. And of course, the bottom tier last week with Friday the 13th was Doom. This one is shit the bed. I'm sorry. The bed, nightmares, Freddy Krueger. And it is something that I say pretty often, maybe not here on the channel, but definitely at work for sure. We've shit the bed at this point. I feel like it relates. I do feel like it relates. But anywho, let's go ahead and get started with these posters. Let me go ahead and bring this up just a little bit so you can see what we're working with. I will hover over. We will get started. I will not look. Let's see what we grab first. A Nightmare 4. Okay, let me bring that up for you guys. You guys, if you don't know the posters by heart, A Nightmare on Elm Street 4 is where we're going to start. Jerry has volunteered to count for us, so I will let him run the chat to see, who when he's ready to start. There it is. He said, please vote now. So please vote now on A Nightmare on Elm Street 4. For me, A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, the poster, it's cool, man. It is cool. It's high, it's cool, man. It's low tier great. I do really like it. I do. I love the fact that they brought the junkyard in. I do, because the beginning, it starts off kind of like the end of 3, gets into the junkyard at the beginning. I do think that it's cool, man. You guys know that I absolutely love this poster, right? This poster is the shit for me. Or not the poster, but the movie is the shit for me. I absolutely love it. But I have to be unbiased, right? I have to be unbiased because I love a movie on how I feel about the art. I do like it has what I always thought was Alice's eyes, right there. And Freddy on top, kind of mangling his face a little bit. The claws coming up from the bottom of the ground. Yeah, it's cool, man. Like, it is. It's not God tier in my mind. It's really not. I think that it's a beautiful poster. I actually have it hanging up right up where you guys can't see it, but it's right up there. I'm looking at it right now. I do enjoy it. Enjoy the movie more, but I have to say, it's cool, man, is where it's going for me. Definitely. Yeah, I think that's the best I can do. I love the music, I love the movie, but again, like I always say, we have to be unbiased. It's just the poster art. That's what we're doing here with that. So yeah, it's cool, man. That is where I am. That is where I am. I see that Michelle's in the chat saying happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, Michelle. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a fantastic day. And she's saying she's just jumping on to say hi. Well, hello. Let's see. Teal is saying it's cool, man. It's cool. I like the lead gangster from Jason. Like the lead gangster from Jason Takes Manhattan. I got you. All right. It's awesome. That is freaking awesome. Paul is saying that it's good. Wayne is saying Freddy looks strange and the eyes on its own are a bit odd too. It's okay. All right. I got you. Mr. Rick was saying it's good. Gina says it's cool. James saying it's cool. Wayne is saying it's okay. Michael G is saying it's cool. Kyle is saying this is God. Great movie, great poster. I got you. Sarah is saying it's okay. Richard is saying it's God. Ryan is saying it's God. Jeff is saying it is God. So I'm curious to see where we're going to end up. Where will we end up? Jerry was saying 30 seconds, about 30 seconds ago, roughly. So we will see where this will end up. Hell yeah. Teal is saying between cool and great. Hell yeah. Jerry is saying cool has won, so it is in the correct spot for you guys to vote for them. Hell yeah. I got one right. I rarely get them right. And by right, I mean, not that, any of them are right, but, what you guys vote on. I feel like it's, yeah, good for me. I am so proud. Look at me. All right, let's go ahead. Let me pull this one down. And let's go ahead and move on to the next. Where will the next one be? It will be Wes Craven's new Nightmare. Let me go ahead and bring this up. That's not what I wanted to click. There it is. Wes Craven's new Nightmare. You know what? I am going to be honest with you guys for this one. Like, I dig the movie, right? I do. Poster-wise, like, I like the glove. I think the glove's kind of cool. But poster-wise, I just feel like compared to the other ones, it's just not like, I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of it's down a little bit, right? It is down. Let's see. Ryan, the expert, is saying that's really not the right poster. I did my best. It's close enough. It is close enough. It's the one that we will judge for tonight, right? But I am gonna say that this one kind of falls in the meh category for me tonight, for sure. It's not one that I'm like super amped about. Like I know that there's like an image that's usually like below it as well. It was like a circle image that was underneath his glove for this one. But yeah, I feel like this kind of falls in the meh category. It's compared to the artwork on the other ones. I feel like this one kind of didn't really live up to that. It didn't really. I don't know. I always thought that Nightmare on Elm Street posters were so creative, and maybe it kind of had to do with the vibe that this one was different from the others, that they made it a little differently. But for me, I just feel like it just could have been better, right? So I'm putting it in the meh category. That's where I'm going to end up for this one. Nothing super great about it. Nothing super great. I never thought so. I never thought. But anyway. Let's see. Michelle was saying, man, you're going through these super fast. Well, yeah, I am. I am. I am going through them. Let's see. Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me get. There we go. Oracle was saying meh for this one. Jerry's saying it's great. Paula is saying, I will go with it's cool, man. I got you. Richard said this one shit the bed. I got you. I got you. Teal is saying it's great. I'd love to see, and one of the things too, I'd love to see how far of a difference there is for you guys, right? And that's why it's so fun to let you guys vote on where these go. And like I said, I do plan on doing the videos for where I will put all of these, and they're only going to be like 10-minute videos that I do pop out. I could probably record them here soon, hopefully, and I'll get those put out shortly so you guys can see. I will also on the video, like I've been capturing the results from these of us doing them on a live show, and then putting them up to show. I'm going to put them up to show, where you guys were versus where I was. So I think that'll be cool. New Nightmare is cool. Val is saying it's cool. Tim is saying meh. Oracle is saying, but the movie is awesome. Yes. Wayne is saying, okay, Freddy really doesn't look that good. Freddy looked very different in the movie as well. He did. I wasn't a huge fan of the way he looked. I know that there are a lot of people that really dug it. Maybe it's just nostalgia for me. Maybe it's just not liking things to change. But I really enjoy the movie, but I didn't really dig Freddy's look too much. I liked his glove, though. I thought his glove was cool as shit. Melissa is saying meh. Sarah is saying meh. James is saying meh. Kyle is saying this one is just okay. Michael G is saying okay. Mr. Rick is saying meh. Gina is saying cool again. Ryan is saying always bothered me he didn't have the bone claw. The mechanical claw is awesome. I'm gonna go with shit the fan. Teal is saying if it was a full poster, probably God tier. I don't know, man. I don't know. Sarah is saying, I find most of the Nightmare posters a little busy for my taste anyway, so this one in comparison is boring. I got you. Jerry was throwing the 30 seconds left to vote. Val was agreeing with Sarah, saying 100%. Looks like a witch from the original The Witches movie with a Freddy glove added. Yeah, I wanted them to do something a little different with that. I definitely did. But, it's killing me right now. And Jerry is saying meh has won, so we'll go ahead and move this one down right here. All right. we are moving on. And one thing that I did do, right, was with this one, because I didn't do it in Friday the 13th. And plus, I always felt like it was a better Nightmare movie than it was Friday the 13th. I did include Freddy versus Jason to go along with this one, for the simple fact that there are less nightmares than there are Friday the 13th. So it kind of, like, I don't know, it gave Nightmare a little more. It made it a little more. So I definitely included Freddy versus Jason with this one. Let's see what we have for the next poster. Let's see what we got. A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 is where we're going to go with this next one. Let me go ahead and pop that up for you guys. Now, this poster for me, I've always dug it. I've always dug this poster. I love the layout of this poster. I actually have this poster hanging up right over here. And I've always enjoyed it. You've got the Dream Warriors on the Freddy claw. You've got the house on the bottom. It's just, I dig it. I really dig this one. To me, this is high, great, low, God. I think that they did this fantastic. I really do. I've always dug the movie A Nightmare on Elm Street 3. It's my second favorite Nightmare film. At a time, like, it would bounce back and forth a little bit with the original. Like, I love Dream Warriors. I really do. And the poster does not disappoint. I think it's great advertisement for it. It's the art. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. You have representation of what I always perceived as Kincaid, Joey, and oh God, what's her name? I know one of you guys will correct me in the chat. The girl, the punk girl with the Freddy with the claws with the needles. I always forget her name. And Tina. I've always pictured that as Tina, not Nancy. But I mean, hell, it could be Nancy. It's one of them. Either way, the poster is fire, right? So it's definitely. I know I said high, great, low, God, but man, I think I might throw this one into the God territory. I think I might throw it into God. I think I may have to do that. It is right there. It is definitely right there. I can't. It's funny. You would think I would work these out before the show, right? You would think that I would have like a list with things written down on where I wanted to put this so I could hit all the talking points for it. But that just wouldn't be my style. Like, I like to react to these the way that you guys do. We've all seen these posters 100 times, but when you really look at it and you're forced to really judge on where it needs to go, I don't know, you start looking at all the little things, especially in comparison to the others. A lot of times you see these posters, you're just like, oh man, that's a cool poster, but you don't really think about it into the, comparing with the others. And this forces us to do that. And I like it. So yeah, I think I'm going low. This is God. I think I am. Let's see what the chat has to say while Jerry is counting votes. Let's see. Richard is saying that it's God. Wayne is saying God easily. Michael G is saying God. Paul is saying God. Ryan's saying God. Teal is saying most Nightmare on Elm Street posters are iconic. They did a really good job with their posters, 100% for sure. James is saying God. Val is saying great. Tim is saying great. Sarah is saying Nightmare 3, great. Rick is saying this is God. Oracle is saying Dream Warriors. This is God tier. Hell yeah. I just got this one signed by Heather last month. That's super cool. That is super cool. Teal is saying great. Gina is saying God. Jerry is saying God. Melissa is saying great. Kyle is saying God. Ryan is saying Olivia says this is God too. Extra vote. What's up, Olivia? Hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Wayne is saying the gang versus Freddy layout is awesome. The look of everyone is God tier. Know the movie just from the poster if the movie title's not there. One of the best posters in the franchise. Wayne, well said. Well freaking said. Oracle's agreeing with you as well, saying it's one of the best looking posters in the series. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And Jerry is saying that God has won. Nightmare on Elm Street 3 will be the first of the evening, hopefully not the last, to hit This Is God. And I think that that's deserved, right? From, of course, my judgment. I do believe that's, I would say that's in the right tier. Great or God, either one for me would have definitely worked for sure. But all right, let's go ahead and move on. A Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Now, I know that there were a couple different posters for this one. So you nightmare people out there to be like, hey, technically it could have been this other one. But this is the one that I put up for Nightmare 2, right? Definitely a great poster. I think that it's good. I don't know. Let me backtrack on that. I know that the other poster, or at least, I don't know if it was just a poster or a movie cover, but if you guys remember the movie cover when this came out, if you're old like me and remember when this came out, it looked a lot different. It had just like Freddy. It was like a almost like cartoonish looking Freddy that was on the cover, and it was different, right? But this one for me, this is the Nightmare on Elm Street 2 poster that's popping up everywhere right now. When you look these up, I did see the other one, but there wasn't. I don't know. I think that this one was better than that one, right? And I know that I don't know. This one for me, let me just jump into this. So before you guys kill me and say, well, when I had the VHS tape, the cover definitely looked different. It did. I had it too. I wish I still had that, by the way. That would have been freaking awesome. But this is the poster that we're going with. To me, this one, it's cool, man. It is. It's cool. It is. And I mean, that's kind of, I think that that's where it goes. I definitely think that that's where that goes. Let me go ahead and bring something up here real quick. I want to see something. See if that's... It is fixed. Yes, the memberships are fixed. Perfect. Jerry, a million thank yous, my man. A million thank yous. I see that the memberships are fixed here, and that's absolutely freaking fantastic. That is great news. I knew I saw you gift the membership, and I looked it up right away, and it is fixed. That is freaking fantastic, Jerry. It means the world to me that you have gifted the Movies and Beyond membership. Thank you so much. All right, let's see what you guys have to say. Melissa is saying meh. Val is saying is shit the bed. Oracle's saying I think it's God tier material. That's freaking awesome, dude. That is freaking awesome. Tim is saying that it's cool, man. Paula is saying I will go. It's cool, man. Hell yeah. Jerry's saying that it's cool. Mr. Rick is saying that it's okay. Ryan is saying this is God. The Lisa actually looks like her too. Rare for a Nightmare poster. I never really looked at it that way, Ryan. You are right about that. Even when we talked about the Nightmare 3, like they're like Kincaid. Like you get the feeling that it's Kincaid, but it's off just a little bit. Like all of them were off just a little bit, and this is pretty spot on. It is. Teal is saying weirdly cool stuff. All right. Richard is saying shit the bed. I don't really like any of the Nightmare 2 posters. I got you, my man. I got you. Wayne is saying, okay, memorable, but flawed. I got you. Gina is saying that it's great. James is saying that it's okay. Michael G is saying that it's cool. Sarah is saying Nightmare 2 is okay. I got you. Kyle is saying this is God tier. I don't think you can go wrong with most of the Nightmare posters. Hell yeah. Hell freaking yeah. Russell Dorsey is in the chat, and we actually get to see his intro this time. Russell, you are the man. He's saying, what's up, everyone? Let's smash that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe to Movies and Beyond. Great channel. Sorry I'm late. Hi, Michael, and everyone in the chat. Dude, what's up, Russell? I hope you're doing well, my man. Good to freaking see you, brother. Good to see you. Let's see. Melissa's saying, can we do Scream posters next time? Yeah, I mean, I'll eventually get to them. I wanted to do the big 3 posters for sure. We did Nightmare, we did Halloween, and we did Friday. I'll probably move on to something else next weekend, but we will come back. And if I do Scream, I'll definitely have, a probably a big Scream fan, on to do this with me, so that I think it would be fun from that perspective, because you guys know that I'm a Scream fan. I am, but I'm a very casual Scream fan as opposed to a diehard like most of you guys are, for sure. Teal is saying it looks like Jesse as well. It does look like Jesse, for sure. Wayne is saying, what's with the bird in the background of the poster? The guy doesn't look anything like the lead, but at least it clues in that Freddy takes over his body. Yeah, that bird is a little different. Now, I remember in the movie, the bird that freaking pops, it explodes. Wasn't the dad, like, it's been a minute since I've seen this one, but wasn't the dad asking about like what food it ate? And it's just like, it doesn't matter what food that it ate. Why would it explode? Like, literally, that shit was crazy. That shit was absolutely crazy. Tim is saying he loves it. No, that's surprising. I am not gonna freaking lie. That is freaking surprising. Wow. Yeah. All right. I am curious to see where this ends up. I know that Jerry, he is saying that so far we are tied between cool and okay. That is interesting. That is interesting. Oracle is saying use the goddamn cherry bomb. Like if that bird pop. Now, granted, it has been a minute since I've seen this one. I would probably say I haven't seen Nightmare 2, and it's probably been over a year, for sure. I do. I definitely do. Richard is saying doing a horror movie theme would be a lot of fun, to be honest. Anything? Oh, I appreciate that, Richard. I appreciate that, my man. Definitely. Let's see. So we are tied between cool and okay. So if we are tied, I will go ahead. If everyone voted, first of all, if you haven't voted, please get your vote in. I see that there are 27 people in the chat here now. Speaking of the 27 people in the chat, if you haven't hit that like button yet, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that like button. I see that Russell threw out cool. If he hasn't voted, he has probably broken the tie. I will wait for the official call from Jerry, who is taking care of that in the chat. Look at me. Russell broke the tie. Cool wins, and we will move it on to cool. And granted, this isn't my tier, but I just feel like, man, it's maybe Nightmare 4 should be great if this one's cool. Like, for me, I don't know. I get to do one of my own, so I'm not going to harp on that, too terribly much, but yeah. Let's move on to the next, shall we? A Nightmare on Elm Street. Gee, I guess you guys didn't know it would be one of those. Part 5, The Dream Child. Oh, this movie's absolutely abysmal. I am sorry. And I know I always say we're not judging the movie. We are judging the poster. To me, this poster, there's a lot going on here. Okay, let me just start there. You got the crib, or they're not. I guess that's not a crib. It's a stroller. With the spikes on it and everything. The eye thing with Freddy. All right. This is what gets me. And this is, I'm going to put in the okay for this. Like, it's got a lot of like Dream Warrior, a Dream Warrior feel to it, with, I guess, the way that the claws are, and, kind of like the mist in the background and stuff. But I feel like I've seen it already. I've kind of like seen this layout already, so it makes it less for me. Yeah, for me, I'm gonna put this in okay. And I know that a lot of you guys will disagree with me, but at the same time, I feel like if you look at it next to Dream Master, it's just like, it's very similar. And not, like I said, Dream Dream Master was, God tier. But, it's kind of like how I was with the Halloween Ends poster. It's just one too many, maybe. You know what I mean? Like I do kind of dig that he's got like the finger in front of the face. The eye thing really gets me, and then the fact that I feel like it's not really original. Like if you look at 2, you look at 3, you look at 4, they're like totally different. I mean, they keep the same theme, with Freddy in the background and stuff like that, but I just feel like this kind of did the same thing that it's done already. Like I feel like it's maybe one too many times to the well, if that applies here. But I feel like that it does. I'm sorry, but yeah, so I'm going okay with that. But you guys make sure that you guys are getting your votes in, and I will definitely, or James or Jerry will definitely count them out. Teal is saying that it's great. Melissa is saying that it's great. Sarah is saying it's okay. Richard is saying horrible movie, but love the poster. It's God. Oh yeah. Kyle is saying it's great. Paula is saying I will go with okay. Michael G is saying meh. Ryan is saying this is God. Worst movie of the franchise. I believe agrees. The 2 votes. I don't know, man. I don't know. You're not telling her what to vote for, are you, Ryan? Are you? You're not telling her, like, hey, you're going to vote with me. We're going to get 2. I'm just saying. Eric is saying, meh. Russell is saying, okay, for the poster's great, but honestly, it's okay for the poster. Great, but honestly, it's terrible. All right. Val is saying that it's great. Jerry is saying that it's great. Ryan saying, for once, the glove is accurate. I got you. Oracle saying, meh. James is saying the movie sucked, but the poster is okay. I gotcha. Tim saying, meh. Gina is saying, meh. Teal is saying, I love how the stroller in the crystal ball with the palm of Freddy. Very subliminal. All right. Mr. Rick has said, I'm sorry, I might be breaking the rules, but the whole thing is garbage. Definitely to the bed. I just love how the opinions are so far on the other sides of the scale. It's freaking awesome. It's good for me, to sit back and read all of this. Wayne is saying, man, Freddy doesn't look great, and at least it clues in on a baby. I got you for sure. Jerry was saying 30 seconds left to vote. Teal is saying, then with the other hand, you have Freddy doing the shush gesture. Yes, you do. Jerry is saying meh has won, and Nightmare 5 will go into the meh section of the Movies and Beyond tier charts. Well, none of them have shit the bed yet, and that's fantastic. Let me go ahead and pull the poster down so we can move on to the next poster. Freddy's Dead. Freddy's Dead is the poster that we are voting on, and thank God it's not the movie. My apologies if you are a fan of Freddy's Dead, the movie. Unfortunately, I am not. Actually, I think last time we ranked all 3 Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Friday the 13th all at once. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Freddy's Dead was like my number 33, or so. It was however many movies there are. I think that it was the very last one, and I think Matt and I actually agreed on that. As far as movie wise, poster wise, I don't feel like they did anything great with this one. I dig the glove being out like that, but I don't know. I just never I would say this poster is meh for me. Don't get me wrong. I dig the glove, right? Let me give you a good, bad, good sandwich for this, right? I like the glove. I think the glove looks awesome. I do. I think, like I said, good, bad, good sandwich. The bad, I think that it just falls short of the other posters. I think that there was more going on. Not that it needs to be so busy, that it's, crazy busy, but at the same time, I felt like there could have been a little more to this. And the good part of my shit sandwich that I'm making here is they included the bus. I guess that's the bus. I'm looking really hard at it. The one that, Freddy pushes the thing in front of that made it look like a Looney Tunes cartoon. I guess that's that's something, right? Yeah, I'm definitely putting this one in the meh category. It doesn't I don't think that it shit the bed. But at the same time, I don't think that it's anything special. I don't think that there's anything that makes it, stand out above the rest. I'm putting it in meh. I'm just not feeling it, to be honest. Let's see what we got. Russell reminding everybody it's the poster, not the movie. I got you. Teal is saying this one is mid. Sarah is saying that it's meh. Mr. Rick is saying it's cool, man. Val is saying it's meh. Melissa is saying meh. Paula is saying it's cool. Jerry said it shit the bed. I got you, man. Kyle is saying it's cool. Melissa is saying horrible movie. Russell saying for the poster, cool, but another terrible movie. I got you. Richard is saying it's cool. Ryan is saying this is God. No screaming while the bus is in motion. I think Ryan's voted God. I'm pretty sure for everyone so far. I'm not sure. Oracle saying it looks photoshopped. It does look like there is a decrease in quality from the others. I'm going to be right there with you, Oracle. I am. Michael G is saying the poster is cool. However, the movie was so awful, I wouldn't use this poster to wipe my ass with it. We always get one Michael G zinger in here. We always get one, and I feel like that was it. I definitely feel like that was it. I got you, Michael. Tim is saying this is great. Teal is saying with the quote, they saved the best for last. I'd actually switch that from a meta shit. They had to promote the movie somehow. They had to. I mean, we've looked at all these other posters. It's not like any of these franchises are above lying to us. And if that's not proof, I definitely don't know what is. Like, seriously. Oracle saying, I would say it's cool, but for me, it's meh. Gina said, poster is cool. Movie, not so much. You know what I love? I love how people, even the people that love the poster, they have to be perfectly clear. Like, look, I'm not saying this movie is good. I'm just saying I like the poster. Don't put me in that bunch. But a lot of people are just like, yeah, it's yeah. Wayne is saying, okay, the glove looks cool. The bottom with the card too. Freddy looks pretty standard. He's saying that's mid tier. That's mid. James, yeah, he's saying it's meh. Olivia saying good night to everybody. Good night, Olivia. Sleep well. Teal is saying, I think we can all agree that Freddy's Dead was the worst in the franchise. Dude, you would be surprised. I am sure that a lot of us agree, yes. I do. But there are people out there, man. They dig it. I'm telling you. And we talked about this with Friday the 13th. We had a few people in there that love Jason Goes to Hell. And the bottom tier movies, or what we perceive to be as the bottom tier movies, aren't always the bottom tier for everyone. And that's the thing that I love about doing this channel and you guys all coming in here. I've always said this on the channel and I'll never stop. You like what you like. And there's no judgment for that here for sure. But Jerry is saying that cool has won. So Freddy's Dead will move into the cool. It's cool, man category. Really making me feel bad about, my choice for Nightmare 4. I feel like maybe that should have been in the great tier. But again, what can I do? Wayne is saying now, honest quote for the poster. New honest quote for the poster. They saved the worst for last. Yeah, it's just, like it may fit. It may fit. Russell saying, is that the actual poster for Freddy's Dead? I don't remember it looking like that. That's the poster I always remember. I do. That is the poster. Ryan saying, definitely not the worst in the franchise. That'd have to go to Dreamchild. All right. I mean, it's right there with me. Like, I think that, oh God, they're both just terrible. Melissa is saying that remake was horrible. Donnie even looked like Freddy and didn't even look like Freddy in the remake. I got you. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and bring up. We have 3 left. We have 3 that we have to get to. And then we'll get talking about the announcement that I have to make tonight, which I am excited, a little nervous and excited to give to you guys here. The OG. We are going to go with the OG. A Nightmare on Elm Street. All right. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys on this one. This one's goated for me. It is. This is God. This is God tier for me. I can't. There's no way I can put it anywhere else. I love what they did with this. You know, it's a famous scene in the movie. You know exactly what you're getting. You're getting the glove. You're getting the bed. There's a whole bunch of other little stuff in there that's freaking crazy. This is 100% God tier for me. 100% God tier. I cannot wait. I can't put it anywhere else. I can't. Like, this to me has to, it's classic. It's looking at the, you know, taking me back to the VHS days, going through the video store, looking at this cover, man, and it's just, it's definitely nostalgia 100%. I would say, no, let me rephrase that. I would say that nostalgia plays a big part on how I feel about this, but looking at the poster, it's still just cool as fuck. Like, it literally is. You know, I think that it's just, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Jerry's already calling it, saying this is God, and I think it's because everybody voted so fast for God tier that he just freaking called it. Like, the numbers just add up. Oh my goodness. Jerry just ended it. Please make sure that you're voting, because we do have to count up the votes, because there might be somebody out there that's just like, you know what? This one shit the bed. You know what? All of you people that think that this is the best one, to me, it shit the bed. It did. It definitely did. Let's see what everybody has to say. All I'm seeing is gods. I mean, I could just run through and read them all. But unfortunately, I'm not going to go. Everybody's saying it's God. Everybody's saying it's God. Wayne is saying Michael's getting married. That is not happening. I am not getting married. I don't think that anyone in here. Nope. Nobody in here didn't say it was God. So yeah, Jerry, good job on calling that one ahead of time. We won't leave this one up there. We don't have anything else to talk about. I mean, literally, like, it is God freaking tier. And me included, you know, everyone agreed with it. You know, that might be the first one where the chat was unanimous. It might be the first one where the chat was unanimous. That's freaking crazy. But what better than that poster right there to do it, right? What's better? All right, we got 2 left. We got 2 left for A Nightmare on Elm Street. We'll just go ahead and pick the remake here. The Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Now, we're talking about the poster. We are not talking about the movie. So let's make sure that you get your votes in for Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake. Again, the poster, not the movie. We'll read this. Wayne is saying, this is God. Shows Freddy will get you in bed, a.k.a. asleep. Know the movie without the movie title. Good chance the poster was terrible. The movie may have flopped. You know, that's a good thing. That's a good point, Wayne. It definitely is. You can tell everything by that poster. You can. As far as the Nightmare on Elm Street remake goes, the one that we are looking at now, I mean, it's okay. I don't think that it's anything special. I like what they were trying to do with it, but at the same time, it's I don't know. It didn't do a lot for me. I'm gonna put this in the meh category. It's again, it's nothing special. If I do say something good about it, I mean, it's the colors look good of the poster. Um, it's really all. That's really about it. I'm. I don't. It's very simple. Okay, let me say that it is very simple. It is effective. You know, like let me say this. When you saw that image, when you were hearing that Nightmare on Elm Street was coming back, I myself, I can only speak for myself, was excited. I was like, all right, yeah, man. And I think that, after seeing it, it's just like all I can see is it's just, it's nothing special. I'm gonna meh this one for sure. That's just my opinion. I'm very curious to see, what the chat has to say about this one. I can see, just a little bit of what I've read up the side there. It's pretty divided, but let me see what you guys have to say. I am officially going with meh here. All right, we'll start with Jerry's. Please vote for the remake. Wayne is saying I'm making up the news for Michael. He is an announcement. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Tim is saying boo. Russell is saying meh. Teal is saying he's throwing goat words up there. Mr. Rick is saying meh. Val is saying meh. Teal is saying great. Sarah is saying okay. I got you, Mr. Rick. I got you. Wayne is saying Freddy looks odd in the poster, though. The face looks weird. Gene is saying it's cool, man. Jeff is saying meh. Tim has found a way to use emojis. I got you. Richard is saying cool. Kyle said the poster is cool, but it's a horrible movie. It's just terrible. Russell says it's what Skeletor in the flesh, not Freddy. I can give you a what. I can do that. It's been a minute.
What?
There it is. There it is. You get your what. Ryan is saying this is God. Look at that beautiful glove. Say what you want about the Freddy design, but the glove is sick. I mean, if I'm being honest, you see the one claw, but he's pretty much covering a lot of it up with his hand. I don't really see too much of the glove. Melissa saying this one shit the bed. Teal is saying cool to great. Eric is saying great for me. Teal is saying I am nostalgia bias. I understand nostalgia bias 100%, man. I feel like a lot of my, reactions to things and, my judgment on a lot of things has a lot to do with nostalgia. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's definitely nothing wrong with that. Jeff is saying just like the movie, it's crap. I know Jeff is a big Nightmare fan too. Teal is saying, oh, you really like the remake. I got you. I got you. The Bearded Entertainment saying, I love that it doesn't look cartoonish. It looks menacing. I got you. I can see that. I definitely can see that. James saying the poster looks okay, but the movie was a train wreck. Wayne said, knows what you were getting. Freddy is back. Okay, but the standard, bland like the movie. Got you. Teal is saying the remake is better than 6 and 4. Better than 4? Maybe I read that wrong. I don't think it's better. Well, that's my opinion, but Jerry is saying it's meh. Teal is saying final boss Freddy. I got you. Dominic St. Clair has jumped into the chat saying, hey to everybody. What's up, Dominic? I hope you're doing well. Jerry says meh has taken it, so it will move to the meh category. We have got no greats, no okays, and no shit the beds. So it's just like it's either God tier, it's okay, or it's eh. But none of them have been, in the doom category. Like, like seriously. Tim is saying the remake isn't better than anything. I really have to. I don't know. I think it's better than Freddy's Dead. I will give it that. I will give it that. If we're talking about the movie and not the poster, I definitely. Teal is saying the first 3 Nightmares, New Nightmare, and the remake are the best. The rest are too cheesy and corny for me. I got you. All right, we have come to our last. Our last is the crossover. It is Freddy versus Jason. And there it is. Freddy versus Jason. Where do we feel this poster belongs? Now, I know that there are a couple different iterations of this one. They were all very similar in the fact that it showed the face off of Freddy and Jason. So I went with this one. This one's on the cover of the VHS. It's on the cover of the DVDs. It's, to me, this one's great. It is. It does its job 100%. You know, it puts them face to face. For the first time, you see Freddy looking at the hockey mask. You got the machete. You've got the glove. You know, they're in there. The colors look good. Freddy versus Jason directly above the top. It's great. It is great to me. And it's almost bottom tier God. I think that it's just under what Nightmare 3 and A Nightmare on Elm Street are. So I'm going to put it in the great category. But to see these two head to head, to get that on an image, it's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. I love it. I think it's great. I have a feeling this is gonna end up in God mode, and I'm okay with that, right? I'm 100% okay that that's where it ends up. All I can give you guys is my line of thinking, to where it's just like, if you have the OG up there, I think it's just a little better. So I put this one just a little below, just a little bit below it, right? That's the way I look at it anyway. I may be wrong. Dominic is saying the remake was fine. I think it's better than A Nightmare on Elm Street 5. I think it's better than Freddy's Dead for sure. Russell's saying God. Tim is saying great. Mr. Rick is saying okay. Kyle is saying this is God. Sarah is saying it's great. Val is saying it's great. Jerry is saying it's great. Tim is saying it's the one I have on my wall. I do too, man. It's right over there. I have Nightmare 4 right there, and I have Freddy versus Jason right there. Teal's putting it in GOAT status. James is saying this is God. Ryan is saying this is God. This is also the best out of the Freddy versus Jason posters. Oh yeah. Oracle is saying it's great. Richard is saying it's great. Gina is saying this is God. Jeff is saying God. Michael G is saying the poster is God. The movie is God. It's all God. It's all God. Wayne is saying this is God. The showdown better than the movie. Fair. Tim is saying I'm shoot. Okay. Oh, you're changing to God. I got you. Melissa's saying it's God. Dominic is saying Freddy versus Jason overall is a cool film. It is a cool film. It's a fun watch, if anything. You know, when it first came out, and hell, even years after, I would break down on how much I didn't like the fact that Jason didn't remind me of like Jason from the movies. But it was good enough. It's good enough for this to be a fun movie to watch. It's good enough for it to be, you know, I'm bored. Let me throw Freddy versus Jason and I have a good time with it. Definitely. I enjoy the movie. I don't think it's a good movie, but I enjoy it. Wayne says Freddy is playing with Jason's big machete. Sexual overtones. I never really looked at it that way. There's possibly. Tim is saying, yeah, I didn't back in the day, but now after watching it a few more times lately, it changed your feelings on. Dude, that can happen with movies a lot. Like it's funny. It's funny how that works. And, you know, that happens with the Nightmare movies for me. Well, shit, it happens with Halloween and Friday, too. Like, I'll watch one, you know, a couple times and be like, you know what? I like this one a lot better than I did a couple months ago. And that's why, I always do updated rankings when I rank things like we're going to rank the Halloween franchise. When I do that, it's like we did it 2 years ago. Let's see what's changed, because it's interesting to see what has changed in that time. It's fun to go back and look and see, well, maybe my number one didn't change, or maybe my last one didn't change, but what changed in the middle? And sometimes maybe your number one will change. It's crazy. It's crazy how that works. James says, not colorful, but it speaks. Love the poster. Hell yeah, man. Russell saying, love the poster. It's awesome. Teal is saying the lighting goes crazy. Yeah. And Jerry is saying God has won. You guys have spoken. Freddy versus Jason. That's where it will go. It will go into the God tier. And that's it. That is the Movies and Beyond Friday. It's funny how we just skipped like every other one, and the way that ended up. I'm curious to see how mine goes. I think that mine's going to be a little different. I'll definitely make sure that I screenshot that so I can throw that up there when I do mine in video form, that I'll be able to show the one that we came up with in the live chat, which everyone voted for, and make sure that it's up there and compare it to where I was for sure. Let's see. Dom is saying, it's a popcorn flick that you watch with your butt. Yeah, and it's definitely a popcorn flick. I definitely have a good time with it for sure. Wayne saying it looks like smoke though. It does. Ryan saying, I hate this movie, by the way. I think that it's fun. I do. I don't think it's a good movie, but I think that it's fun. Richard said, at one point, this movie was in my top 50 of all time. Now it would not make my top 100. See, it's like time, man. Sometimes it makes the movie better for you. Sometimes it makes it worse. And it happens. It definitely happens. It looks like it happens to everyone. Teal says, place your bets. I remember that from the trailer. That was the last thing they said. Gina saying rows of 3. Tim is saying, I don't hate this movie at all. It's fun. Could have been a lot better. Oh, you ain't lying, man. That could be a whole video on its own on how it could have been better for sure, especially from the Friday the 13th side. I think that it was a way better Nightmare movie than it was a Friday the 13th movie. It just didn't feel like Friday the 13th. Tim says Kane is Jason for one. Yeah, dude, that's a whole thing for sure. That's definitely a whole thing. Jeff said, for me, it's the lighting with the fog. I've always felt a blue light adds to the creepy aspect. Yeah. Oh yeah. I definitely second that. I definitely do. Wayne said this movie is too commercial and generic, too weak to pick a winner. I got you. Jerry is saying, what's the news, Michael? You're killing me, Smalls. That just seems like that's your go-to. You're killing me, Smalls. Dude, I love The Sandlot. I definitely do. So that was our Nightmare on Elm Street poster ranking. I will definitely keep that. As for the news, right? So this is something I want to talk about here, and definitely give you guys a little time to ask questions, because I won't be able to answer all of them. But it's definitely something that I've probably been working on for about a year at this point. It's something that I got into probably about a year ago when I started getting ready to do this. Hold on one second. It was I got lucky. All right, I got lucky, and what I'm going to announce, I'm just going to go ahead and announce for sure is I am officially throwing my hat into the ring of the fan film world. I will be making a fan film. I will be making multiple fan films, and it won't just be me. All right. This is something that has been worked on for a while. I am partnering with Eric from the Bearded Entertainment. I am partnering with Tim Centers from Center Studios, and we are throwing our hat in the ring for the fan films. We have 2 current projects that we are working on. One of them we have already started filming. And I will tell you this. Here's what I can tell you. It's definitely a lot of work, first of all. Definitely a lot of work, and it is going to be a blast. So the plan is, I will tell you this, the plan is we are starting with a short film. And that's basically to get mechanics down. That's basically to find out what we need to work on, because we are going to have a bigger project that we are working on. I'm not going to go into specifics too terribly much, but I do have something for you guys, right? I'm not going to come here with just news of saying that we're teaming up, we're making a production company, we're going to do multiple projects without showing you guys something. And I will. And I definitely will. The first project, is a short, and we are going to start with fan films. Okay, we at least have 2 fan films that we're going to start with. The first one being a short. So forgive me, okay, because I'm trying to make sure that I don't say too much, and I'm thinking about every little thing before I say it. So don't worry, Eric and Tim. I'm not going to give away too much. I do promise. The first one we're very, very excited about. Well, we're excited about both of them. But the first one is definitely, like I said, we've already started filming that. And I do have something to show you guys from that. Like I said, we are going into the fan film. I'm not going to talk about the second one at all, but that will be a bigger project than this one. We're looking at a runtime of about 10 minutes for this first one. And like I said, it's funny because the shorter one is going to be the harder one to do. Okay. It's going to make the second one easier, but the second one is going to be the bigger project. The first one, we are diving into a franchise that not a lot of people really have the balls to jump into. And it's not that I feel like, let me rephrase that. I don't feel like it's not that. It's just very hard to do. And when you do fan films, there is a lot going on with that. So I wanted to jump in head first, and do something that was harder to do, so it would make the second project easier. Uh, and I definitely have a teaser for that. Not a trailer, but I have something to show you guys. Now, it is very rough, okay? I will say this ahead of time. It is very rough. I see Wayne is making, and it's not. Okay, Wayne, I'm just going to tell you that is not it. That is not it whatsoever. Before I get to it, yes, I'm going to delay. For the love of horror, send in Jerry has sent in a $10 super chat that says, "What? That's awesome. I'm so excited to see the work that you guys have done. Congratulations. You are going to get to see a little bit of that work tonight." All right. Now, what you are going to see, it's going to give away what the first movie is going to be about. The image is very rough. I was late coming on stream because we were getting it together backstage, because I was going to put it up, and Tim from Center Studios sent a message like, "No, you need to put a watermark on that." And that's why I work with other people, right? Because I could put something up there, and, somebody could be like, "Hey, this is, this could be whatever." So we did put a watermark on it. You are going to see an image, and it has a movies, and I promise the Movies and Beyond, for you smart asses in the live chat, the Movies and Beyond watermark will not be in the film. But I'm going to go ahead and share this with you guys now, and then you guys can ask any questions, and your judgment, right? Like I said, it is a very rough image, but I think it will get the point across. And I want to know your feedback on how you think it looks for being a rough image. And here it is. I'm going to leave it up there for just about another 10 seconds. and I'll let you guys take a look at it, break it down, tear it apart. Tell me what you think. To me, I think it's freaking amazing. And I think that our cast is fantastic. I think that the people we have involved is just freaking fantastic. Let me go ahead and I should probably pull it down now. But there it is. There was your teaser. And that's what we have decided to start with. It is a Ring fan film, and I cannot wait to jump into this. I cannot wait to show you guys what we do. It's so it came out so good that it's kind of scary, right? And like I said, you're not going to be able to see the quality, from that image. But yeah, Samara's coming to Movies and Beyond. Samara, I will say this, right? And I'm gonna have the cast on here too. I'm gonna get to introduce. I'm gonna get to introduce the cast eventually. But we do have Olivia, who was in the chat earlier. She will be playing Samara, and she's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. She's 9 years old, and every time I see her, I tell her to stop growing. We're not done filming yet. But it is very rough. That is a very rough image of it, but I think that it's gonna be. I think that you guys are gonna be happy. I do. I think that you guys are, and we're tackling something that not a lot of fan films tackle, right? Because it's hard. It's hard to do. But we're up for the challenge. We're looking forward to sharing our story with you guys, and then this will just be our start to what we're doing later. All I can tell you about the bigger project, more than likely it will be funded on Indiegogo. We have a lot of people. Let me rephrase that. We have some cool people that have already signed on to be involved in that. I don't know how much else I can tell you guys about that project, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. But for right now, yes, we are going to start with the Ring. Well, we've already started with the Ring, and I was happy to freaking show that to you guys. And look, as far as me, Eric, Tim, you guys can ask any questions, and the ones that we can't answer, we will. I knew this was coming up at some point, that Eric was going to throw that up there. But yes, you feel free, you guys can ask what you guys want to ask. Whether I can answer you or not, there's not so much. Let me see if I missed anything in the chat here. Let me see what you guys have to say. Oh, wow. There's a lot of let's see. Oh God. Tim threw out the no spoilers. Yeah. Wayne is saying I'm short, so that fits. I see a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, Tim was saying very 100% hard to do, but very fun. Yeah, it definitely is. And I don't think that when we started filming, I don't think that we expected it to look as good as it did right away. But there's a lot of editing to go involved with that. And yeah. Let's see. Val is saying, is there an approximate time frame for release? No, there's not, but I will definitely keep you guys updated on where we are with the film. And I will say this too. Not only will you get a film, but you will get a behind the scenes film as well. We are shooting both at the same time. And we pretty much filmed everything we filmed, plus us filming everything that we filmed with that. So we'll be able to put together a cool behind the scenes stuff for this as well. So you'll definitely get two things out of that for sure. Mr. Rick said, so what? We're not going to see Freddy in a rig anytime soon? You know. Yeah, dude, like there's enough people tackling Freddy. Yeah, I don't know. Not anytime soon anyway. Not anytime soon. Teaser trailer is what's going to come soon. And let me say this. Thank you for that, Tim. A teaser trailer will come soon, but it's going to be a very short teaser trailer because it's a very short movie. It would make no sense for us to release a teaser trailer 2 minutes long, or a trailer for that matter, 2 minutes long, if the movie itself is only 10 minutes long, right? So you'll probably get like a 30-second deal with this before it comes out. And that I will definitely share with you guys as early as possible. And hopefully by the time that comes out, we will have a release date for the movie in theory, right? But release dates always change. So that's one thing that always makes me nervous to put out, hey, this is going to happen on this day, because you don't know what issues you are going to have. Like The Ring is not something that's easily done. It's not like we have a guy with a mask on and a knife just chasing somebody, right? The Ring is going to have to, there's so much coming with this. There's so much post that needs to be done. That's even the little bit that we've filmed now. There's so much that has to be done to the footage to make it look, exactly like we want it to look. But yeah, I mean, throughout this process, I definitely wanted to mention it on here. Because there was so much that went into getting to the point to where we are now, that I wanted to share it with, the Movies and Beyond family, to let you know that your boy is jumping into the ring, to put, my visions out there, Eric's visions out there, Tim's visions out there, because we all look at this different, right? We all look at all of these things different. And you could tell just by, we looked at posters, right? And we looked at posters today, and how many people looked at the same thing so much differently, right? It's all art. Every bit of it's art, and art is subjective, and it's no different, with movies. Everybody has, different opinions of the same thing, right? So yeah, this will be a way of our sharing this. This will be a way of us sharing our vision of what we saw, and what we wanted these characters to be, for sure. Russell said, I want to go into this one blind. I can't wait for this. Well, I hope that, I hope that at the end of the day, I hope that you enjoy yourself. Oracle saying, all right, everyone, you have a good night. Oracle, you have a good night too, my friend. Val is saying, and do we need to do something, do some crowdfunding? Not for this project. This first project, we are just going to do, right? Now the next project, I am looking at, I keep saying we are looking at crowdfunding for that one, because it's going to be a bigger project. So I will definitely keep you guys updated on everything with that, how that's going. And maybe, once we have that figured out, I'll be able to give you guys some information. Hopefully, I have a teaser, or we have a teaser trailer together for that. So we can kind of show it off on what we want it to look like, before we do crowdfunding. So I definitely want to have something filmed for crowdfunding. Now, whether those scenes will be in the movie or not, that's not for sure. But we definitely want to put together a crowdfunding trailer for the second project. This one, no, there will be no crowdfunding. This will be, we'll keep you guys updated on where we're at with the movie, and before it releases, and, of course, release, and we'll all watch it for sure. Wayne is saying, if we don't like it, the slogan will be, oh, well. I love it. I absolutely love it. That way we will get the crowdfunding info soon. Still working on details. Yes, for the second project, for sure. Jerry says, make a movie called Right Turn. It would be the horror comedy, like a comedy sequel to Wrong Turn. It will be the Right Turn. That's freaking awesome. Hell yeah, man. Don't give me great ideas, Jerry. Don't give me all those great ideas. That's hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. Russell said the Ring needs more love. It does, and it needs to be looked at. It needs to be looked at the way that we see it. I feel like That's all I can really say. I think that let me just say this, if you enjoyed the original movie, you'll enjoy our movie. You will. I think so. Tim says, if y'all see us and we look tired as fuck, we are, but it'll be worth it. And that's an understatement. That is an understatement. Trying to juggle our real-time jobs, making this movie, doing this channel, it's a lot. I am definitely tired, definitely tired. But yeah, it's definitely going to be worth it. And I can't wait to share this with you guys. I can't. Wayne said, I was close with Michael getting married. Both involve a ring. Well, I mean, if it kind of does. Yeah. Let's see. If y'all need an extra, I'm local. We'll work for food. And you know what's funny, and I can talk about this. Tim over at Center Studios has done a fantastic job at finding the talent for these, because while I'm doing Movies and Beyond, I'm writing stuff down. Tim is networking and getting people involved in these projects, and it's freaking amazing. Tim, thank you. If I haven't told you, we're friends, I'll tell you fuck you, but thank you, because he's working really hard to get all the things together that we need to make this happen, and he's doing a ton of work with that, and the people that he's brought in has made it easy for us. And not to mention, just because we held auditions in August, I think it was August, for this, and the amount of people that showed up for a film that they had no information about what it was amazing. And we got actors from that, we got help from that, like behind the scenes help from that, we got crew from that, and it's just fantastic. The amount of people that want to help and to want to be a part of it is just freaking fantastic. Like it is. It's so much. Jerry, yes, you can do that. You can definitely do that. Michael G is saying I could play a part even if it involves severing my limbs. I got you, man. I got you. Melissa's saying I could scream. Yeah, I can too. How can I? Tim is saying, Eric, we should have got control of the dump button. That way you just take me off the screen if I start talking too much. Yeah, I am not. I got it. It's fine. That's why I don't talk about things, on here. James saying, I forgot what day it is. Remember who all served and sacrificed our country. This is Pearl Harbor Day. It is Pearl Harbor Day. It is. And 100% agree with you, James, for sure. Wayne says, I hope crowdfunding the second project is open to international fans, aka those in Australia. Dude, yeah, we'll definitely look into all of that stuff, man. For sure, because the people that are waiting on the second project right now, I've told them that we have to finish the first, right? But yeah, we have a lot to figure out with that, Wayne. Let me just say that we have a lot to figure out. But trust me when I say this, we're going to do everything we can to make that available international for sure. Tim is saying casting has been so fun. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. That is so freaking awesome. Eric said, I just set the camera up and click record. Yeah, Eric, stop it. Stop it, man. You definitely do more than that. James says, it sounds like it sounds like it's going to be a great movie. Michael, can't wait to see it. Yeah, dude, I just hope that you guys enjoy it for sure. Sarah said this announcement was a great way to end a really fun show. Well, thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it. Russell saying y'all should do a crossover, Ring versus Grow. I'm trying to stay away from the versus stuff. You know, like let us establish stuff. You know what I mean? Like you guys know how I am. You guys know how you know, these guys are, and the way that I see things. And you know, I have not you know, I don't think I've done a full video on the Ring, but you guys know how I feel about it. We are not gonna let this suck, right? We're not. There's one version of Samara that I absolutely love, and you know, I think that Eric and Tim share my vision on that. And we will definitely make sure that we get, you know, what we get what we get. Pull the plug, Tim. Pull it now. But yeah, I can't wait. Michael said, "Don't worry, whatever you do, it will be better than Freddy's Dead." Oh my god. Oh my god. That's just, I feel just, oh my god. Oh my god. But yeah, I am gonna go ahead and end the show on that. I do hope that you guys are at least a quarter of as excited as we are to announce this tonight. To show you guys a little bit of piece of the work that, you know, we've been working on. That is actually a clip from an actual scene. So it's not just a picture. So that is, yeah. So it's going to be amazing. It is absolutely going to be amazing. And when we have updates, we will definitely update you guys. I'm sure my mod chat is going to be an interesting conversation when I get off of here. But I was happy to share that with you guys, Tim and Eric as well. And we cannot wait to start bringing you guys, you know, the projects that we're working so hard to do. And not only make a movie, but make a movie in between our other real life jobs, right? It's definitely not easy. But I want to say thank you guys. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for the support of the channel. You guys have always been, you know, behind me. I know you guys will be behind Eric, and I know you guys will be behind Tim. And I guarantee you this, if I promise you anything, we are going to do our best to bring you guys something awesome. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and jump out of here. Y'all have a fantastic night. I love you all, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.
Toodaloo, motherfucker.
Hey, you